Zach,
Shmev.
our friends left us.
Yeah,
It's just us.
I know.
What do we even talk about?
I
I've never been in the same room as you, just you.
Yeah, this is pretty weird, but honestly, my expectations were that we were gonna maybe make out a little and then fall in love.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that works.
We'll see what happens. Alright, so I don't know about the making out thing. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm sorry to break it to you. That's kind of me and Presley's thing.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I mean, well, he's not here, so.
Hey, it's not like it's recorded or anything.
You got to give the fans what they want.
Little wink, wink for you.
Yeah. So we often, or not often, every now and then we talk about, like, our humor, just us two.
Yeah.
Lines up the most,
Yep.
like, away from the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to kind of explain why that is. Like, what is that? What is it to you that, like, makes our humor, like, kind of the same, different from the other guys?
Yeah, I don't know what it is necessarily, but I know that me and you kind of have crackhead humor.
Mm-hmm.
So where most people differ is I feel like there has to be a setup and a punchline, whereas me and you can just throw out punchlines any day.
No
and just
setup.
Die.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we'll be playing Xbox and all of a sudden start derping out over weird random phrases, much less anything that's actually funny, like a joke. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think we just have crackhead energy.
This is my favorites when this happens. This happens pretty frequently when we're all playing together. Is we'll be just dying over something, dying laughing, but then the rest of the crew was like, "I'm on him. He's dead. I got him. Zack and Shmev, what are you laughing at?" We're all just dying, and they just don't get what we're laughing at. They just think it's so stupid.
I don't know what it is, but me and you have always lined up very well when it comes to that. Or even like comedians. Comedians? Comedians?
Comedians?
No, comedians. Like a comedy.
Paul Blart, but he's a comedian?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just always been pretty good between me and you. It's amazing to me how we haven't had intercourse yet,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when they leave, we're just going to turn this into a rated R podcast.
Yeah, I think so. A little bit.
No. But, yeah, it is kind of funny. And then, like, I don't know. But in a way, like, sometimes some of my dark humor, I don't think you like that too much.
Oh, like, what? Oh, yeah. I know
depends
exactly
on
what
the
you're
dark
talking
humor.
about. Sometimes, like, I battle with whether or not I should be offended, and then I remember that I'm not supposed to be offended on behalf of other people.
Yeah.
So I just don't care.
Yeah. I made you cry a couple times.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a few tears,
Yeah.
shudders, but
Just out of love,
yeah. But no, I don't remember the last time me and you were alone in a room, much less doing a podcast alone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like you that much. So
yeah,
like,
it's like, we're kind of the glue.
it's only if I have to be.
Right, yeah.
But
I feel the
that's
same way.
Yeah, it's okay. We're on a little, it's understanding between both sides.
Yeah.
Have we ever talked about how, like, we met? I think we have, but
I think so.
I think if it's just going to be us on this episode, maybe we should give a little backstory, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, I think I met Presley and Leighton maybe a little before you, but not very much.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so me,
Well, it was quite a bit before, right?
yeah, because we were in band for a long time. So what happened was me and Leighton and Presley were all in the same band group, and I became friends with Leighton when I was like 12, 13. And then we hit it off and kind of started hanging out. And then I met Presley. He was awesome, but he was a little older at the time. So, of course, I didn't, hang out with him too much. And then, I don't know, a few years down the road, we're all, like, super into playing Xbox at this point. Me, Presley, Leighton, and our buddy Evan now.
Yeah.
And we would play with them constantly. And then, one time, I remember the day, Leighton was like, I think I'm going to go play with some church friends tonight. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Traitor, right? And so I was like, that's fine. Yeah, do your thing. And then Presley started doing that. And then they both started doing that. And then me and Evan got a little salty at the church friends.
Can you blame them?
I mean, yeah.
Come on.
I can blame them. So.
You can.
And I will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I still don't like you to this day.
Yeah.
But no, I was getting legitimately salty that they weren't playing Xbox with us anymore. Then I don't know, a year later, I think I finally meet you. Or no, we finally playing Xbox again, and then I meet you. I forgot how we met for the first time though.
Oh, like in real life?
Yeah.
It was at Presley's apartment.
Presley's apartment.
I was making gumbo.
Oh yeah.
And it was well, Shmear wasn't there.
No,
we just decided, hey, let's go to Presley's and hang out for a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I can cook, because I was in college at the time and I didn't like to spend money on restaurants.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty sure like my mom gave me money to like go get some food and cook it. And yeah, you came over and that was it. There wasn't a whole lot to it.
That was so good though.
Oh, man, you're welcome.
Yeah. And then later I met Cooper. Oh, what a trip. Yeah.
But I think because you say like you didn't like me at first or whatever. Not really, but
I mean, kind of, but no.
Yeah. Well, I was unsure about you because for one reason.
Okay.
I didn't know what you looked like at the time on Xbox or whatever.
Thought I was black.
But no, you sounded a lot like a friend I used to have that I don't like anymore.
Fair.
And you sounded almost identical, and it was because of that like made me. I was like, he just sounds too much like this guy. I don't know if I can.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told you that. I just forgot. But that alone, I was like, is this him with a different name?
No.
Like the way you pronounce things and the way your voice is, like seriously, was like identical.
Did not know that at all.
Yeah, that was it.
I always thought you sounded like Tyrone Woodley. So
Tyrone Woodley
is he
a boxer?
Yeah. I was joking. He's
he's
a brolic, low-toned black dude. So
African American.
Yeah. If you will. What's
made you sad lately?
Oh, you know.
Let's get deep.
Let's get deep.
Let's get deep.
Gosh, I don't know. Sad. What's made me sad?
What are you?
What am I dealing with?
Let's see here. How can I put this question?
How can we unpack my problems?
What have you figured out about your life lately that you're trying to improve?
Oh wow, that's a good question. I think the main thing is I'm trying to be more like, how do I put this? Go with the flow, I guess. You know, let life come at me and not try to change the things or my circumstances around me so much, because as much as I do have control over it, I don't like fretting over it so much that it's making me stressed. And that's what I was doing for a solid year now, I would say. So
you don't want to have to worry about the next thing, you just want to enjoy now.
Yeah, especially since this is such a pinnacle point in our lives, you know, with being in our 20s. I think that if I find the joy in things more often, I'll find a way to deal with the stress better. And that's been helping.
I completely get that. I've been trying to do that for a long time because I'm a big worrier, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
I worry about a lot of things and kind of just look back on the past. I don't live in the moment much at all. And even like recently when I went to the beach, I was having fun, but the whole time I was looking at the day we left. Like, I kept thinking, like, oh, I don't want to leave. I just kept looking at that day instead of really trying to enjoy. Like, I did enjoy the trip a lot, but the whole time I was looking at the day we left. And that's what it is a lot, like, with my mindset is.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to enjoy the moment because I'm so worried about what's going to happen and sometimes what did happen.
I agree. I think people do that a lot, and especially if we really think about it since 2020. Oh, did I just pull a Presley? Wait, hold on.
What?
If you really think about it.
If you
think about it.
Well, hold on.
Oh, yeah, it
there
is.
You go.
See, we thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's so funny. That dude's infected my brain. No, so if you think about 2020 and everything that happened, I think a lot of people were scarred in a lot of ways. Like, obviously life got disrupted, but what happened for me was that that was such an awful time. Like if let's just say the pandemic didn't happen and it was just regular old 2020, whatever, I still would have had the worst year of my life, and the pandemic just added to that.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happened for me was I was 18 at the time. I was about to graduate. I was a 2020 senior. Haha, hello. And I just was looking forward to the next thing. Like, what's the next thing that's going to go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen next? And now I'm having to train myself out of that because, well, I don't know if y'all knew this, but the pandemic was officially over now.
Yeah.
Like, they announced that the other day. I think it was, what was it, World Health Organization did?
Or they said, like, it's not a threat anymore or something.
Yeah.
Like, you can still get it.
Not a threat, yeah.
But, yeah.
So I think, you know, it's just crazy. Like, it was legitimately a pandemic, and I think a lot of us still had a lot of access, you know, to the outside world through our phones, so it wasn't as big of a deal as, say, it would be in a third world country or something, because not only that, but we also have, like, Western medicine and stuff. But anyways, I don't know. It's crazy. I had, like, 12 thoughts there, so you riff on that.
Thinking in, like, a negative way, because, you know, I like to do that.
Sure, definitely.
And, hey, sometimes it's okay.
Yeah.
I think the pandemic really made people with anxiety and people who overthink, such as myself, I think that made some, not really me, but I could see this, it made people think, like, the stupid things that I worry about can actually happen.
Yeah.
Because, like, who would have thought this pandemic that took over the world actually would have taken place?
I mean, yeah, you remember I'm sure you remember the talks of it. It's just like when we had, like, COVID first announced on the lockdown, I was like, 2 weeks out. That's sick.
Dude, I remember me and when I was at Chattanooga, I was talking to one of my buddies, and this was the first time I ever heard of COVID.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, this thing in China is going around, this, like, big, like, sickness or whatever. And they said, she was like, yeah, they're saying it may come to America soon. And in my head, I'm like, no, it's not. Like,
Yeah.
they say stuff like this like, every once in a while. I remember the Ebola thing.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like, people were
Everyone.
freaking out about that. And that
Everyone.
wasn't, like, it was a big deal for certain people. Not really the world. It didn't take over the world.
Yeah, it was Africa because of all those mosquitoes. It was transferring.
Yeah, so
between
that's
people.
kind of what I thought. I was like, it's just kind of going to stay in China. It's going to go away.
Yeah.
And then probably a month, maybe less than that, we went home for spring break. Never went back.
Yep.
We stayed. They extended our spring break 1 week, which, looking back on it now, that is hilarious. Thinking, yeah, it'll be over in just one more week. Then they can go back. Yeah.
3 years later, and it's
Right.
finally over. The
Yeah.
crisis is averted.
Yeah. So we just got an extra week of break. And then I don't even think 2 days after they announced that, they're like, yeah, the rest of the semester is going to be online over Zoom, whatever. And even then, I'm like, what are they doing? Like, it's nothing. Well, I still worked retail. I'm out of retail, by the way, for the listeners.
Oh, yeah. You finally got that new job.
You will no longer be hearing, well, you'll hear my old retail stories, but not ones that are happening. But I was still working retail at the time. And
Oh, yeah. You had tons of stories about that.
oh, yeah, during COVID. Well, the day I knew, like, okay, this is actually going to be a thing, they were announcing state of emergency or whatever,
Yep.
like this day. And not long after that happened, like, our store was flooded, dude. Like, I swear, like, everyone in the town was going in that store. And so we were having to call in a bunch of people, like, just to get buggies and just to bag and
toilet paper.
yeah, toilet paper was gone that day, like that. I have pictures of it on my Snapchat. It was just empty.
It's gone.
Yeah. But it was so busy that we ran out of every single bag in that store.
Yeah.
Completely ran out of bags. So what did we start doing? We started going to the back and we started getting boxes, like empty boxes. And we just started bringing those up. We ran out of boxes. And then we started, like, calling restaurants around us and grocery stores. Grocery stores were already out of bags. But some restaurants donated us some bags. And then we ran out of those. And then every register line was just down the store. And then we ran out of everything. So we just had to start scanning their groceries and putting it into the buggy. Like,
Wow.
just that's what we could do. People were mad about that, but what do you do? So after that, I opened and closed that day. I worked like a 15-hour shift or something. And after that, I was like, all right, yeah, this is a real thing. This is actually going to take over our world.
Yeah.
And yeah, looking back on it now, I can't believe that was 3 years ago. Like,
It's insane.
we've lived through a pandemic for 3 years, and I mean, it's, hasn't been as big as it was then, really, but still, that's going to be in the history books, to say that every single person alive, like, lived through history.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like what was it, like one of the plagues I went through. It just wasn't as deadly, but
Yeah.
I think the worst part of 2020 for me was not getting the senior season. And
Oh yeah, dude.
so, like, for those who don't know, I know tons have asked in the comments, I had Tommy John surgery, and that's a huge scar on my arm. And the only reason I had that surgery was to have the chance to be able to play in my senior year, right? And then, 2020 comes around, and I had the surgery, and I'm about ready to start swinging a bat again. Not pitching, of course, but and then bam, it was just like, nope, no season, we're done. COVID.
Yeah. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And I was scared too, because I had asthma.
yeah.
Yeah. And they were saying that, like, people with respiratory diseases have it worse, So I was like, oh, what if I do get this? And then I did, and it was fine. But,
Yeah.
you know.
What's insane to me too, dude, is like, so last night I went to my cousin's graduation. He just graduated high school, and they were like, all these speeches and stuff. They brought up COVID a couple times, maybe more, during the speeches, and someone said, I think it was the valedictorian. They're like, when COVID hit us our freshman year, I was like, now they're graduating.
Oh my gosh.
Like, they had just gotten into high school when this started, and now they're done.
That's
like,
crazy. That
There's
shouldn't be allowed.
these past 3 years, just like, vroom, just moved. Now I'm like, where am I? I'm out of college now.
Yeah. What happened?
I was a sophomore when it started. Golly. But we're getting old.
Yeah, we are.
You already lost your hair, too.
I know.
So.
It's just one day at a time, man. Take it one day at a time.
Yeah. How else do you think you're going to age? What's next?
Gosh, what do you mean? What else am I
You
going to lose?
lost your hair. Yeah.
Lost my hair. Maybe the beard.
Dignity.
Dignity. Yeah. Virginity. No. No, I don't know. Hopefully I don't lose anything else. My goodness.
Are you scared about getting old?
I'm actually kind of looking forward to it.
Really?
I
In
am.
what ways?
I feel like I've just noticed a trend with people growing older. You give less of a crap about things that should not matter.
That is true.
And I am so looking forward to that, because I worry way too much about stuff, as I know you do as well. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. And death is a very natural part of life. So
it is, but that's one of the things actually I kind of worry about sometimes, is getting older and dying.
Dying.
That's just kind of, dying's probably my worst fear.
Well, let's talk about that. Have you ever experienced death before? Or?
Yeah, let's see here.
You ever died?
I pretty much almost die after every Tennessee football season. So yeah, because they just get my hopes up so much and absolutely put a orange knife in my chest.
That's so true. Oh my gosh.
But no, have I been? I'll answer that. Have I ever been close to death?
Like
no.
a near-death experience?
No, I've never been close to death.
I have a couple times.
You got in that wreck.
Oh my gosh. Actually, quite a few times I think I've almost died. The wreck was one. So, like, it was crazy. I had this terror, and I'll tell you right now, it's going to be so dumb, and you're going to think, wow, what an idiot. And
I already think that, buddy.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
I know you do, but I'm telling
I
the
love you,
listeners. I love you too.
Yeah.
Smooch. Mwah.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I get in this wreck. I'm probably like, 17, 18 at the time?
The mailbox?
Yeah, the mailbox.
Wasn't that just like last year?
No.
Really?
Well, no,
we were still doing the we were doing
No,
the
we
podcast.
hadn't started doing the podcast yet.
You must have been like 19.
I was probably like 19 then. Okay. Yeah, it was like a couple years ago. Anyways, it was with my first car. I had a Honda Accord hatchback. It was also known as the Cross Tour. And I dropped my vape on the way to actually seeing them. I Do you remember why I was going over there?
So I was actually at school. You were meeting up with the rest of them. So, but no, I don't remember.
So I had, at the time, broken up with my girlfriend who had later become a stalker. That's a fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun story.
Shout out.
Yeah, please. Oh my gosh.
Shout out.
Wow.
She's
listening.
listening.
Yeah. Well. Don't. Anyways, so I had just broken up with her, and I was going to see the guys because I was like fairly upset and I was having a bad day. And so I was dropping my vape while I was driving, and I leaned down to go pick it up in the floorboard, and I guess my front right tire caught the edge of the road, and I immediately am like in a ditch, and I'm trying to pull back onto the road, and I barely just in time pull out of the way of the mailbox enough to where I'm not in front of it, but the passenger seat was, and bricks went flying through the windshield. I was probably going like 45.
Did you duck?
Oh, absolutely.
Smart.
But the worst part about it was that I was doing, so like, you know how like the general driving position is 10 and 2?
Yeah.
I was doing like, if I'm trying to see, it's like I was doing 12 and 6 and 7, 12 and 7, because I was trying to turn off the road.
Yeah.
And when the airbag went off, it threw my hand back. And so I only had one hand on the steering wheel, and then I eventually got on the road. And yeah. So if I had like, was any farther to the right, I could have gotten knocked out by a brick or killed. So that was pretty bad.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. I was just surprised you didn't get like really hurt.
Oh yeah, not a scratch. Not a scratch.
Well, you know what they say, when you lose something, you gain another.
What did I gain?
You lost your vape, you gained some mail. You got some important mail that day.
That was
the message. Don't vape.
That was the greatest thing.
Thank you.
Gained some mail. But yeah, don't vape. It's bad for you. But anyways, that's one time I almost died. Another time I was like 12 and almost fell in a ravine.
I don't remember that story.
I don't know if I've ever told that story. It was crazy. So like I had a cousin, and he grew up a little more country than I did.
Die?
No.
Oh, I said had.
Or have a cousin, and he grew up a little more country than I did. You know, fishing, four-wheeling, camping, going out in the woods and stuff. And like, I like that stuff. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't do as much of it as he did. And so anyways, he wanted to go on a hike in the back of his woods with his cousin. So it was like the other side of the family. I wasn't related to this guy at all. So we went on like a hike. We were like 12, and I think the other guy was like, I don't know, 15, 16 or something. Anyways, we go into the woods and we're hiking, and I'm wearing like, I don't know, sneakers or something. I wasn't wearing any shoes that were good enough for hiking. And we end up looking at the bottom of this, like, I call it a ravine. It was like a 40-foot drop, and there was like a stream that was kind of waterfalling-ish, like that.
Yeah.
And I was looking over, and I slipped, and the dirt was falling from under me, and I couldn't grab onto anything. And I was just like stuck there for a while, and I was like screaming because I knew if I fell I was gonna break my leg or something. And my
Superman swooped out of nowhere.
I kid you not, my cousin's cousin like dove for me and grabbed my arm and pulled me out.
Wow.
I still think to this day he may have saved my life. It was crazy. And
wow.
I could not stop thanking him for it.
We haven't talked to him ever since.
Nope. Nope. But wherever you are out there, forgot your name, but thank you.
Shout out.
Yeah, he definitely saved my life. That was crazy. My pants were dirty. When my mom asked what happened, I said, I almost died.
She's like, dang it, Zach, just finish the job.
Oh, God. Thanks, man. My mama likes me.
Just likes? She doesn't.
She likes me, okay.
She likes me. You know, I'm all right. No, I've never died, thankfully.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I mean, you were at work the other day and you said you almost died, you know, that food.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I say that?
Yeah. You said I almost died.
What did I do?
You were joking. You were talking about how you felt really bad.
Oh, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, Leighton saved my life.
He did.
Gave
you mouth to mouth.
Yeah. What were we oh, yeah. Getting older.
Oh.
Afraid of dying.
Dying.
Yeah, I mean, I see, like, I think for the most part, you can, you know, you can make this your life different from others, but when you really look at it, like the majority, you live your best life when you're younger, and then once you get older, it's just like you got a bunch of other stuff to worry about, or you don't have the energy to do a whole lot. And so, like, my fear is like I'm gonna start getting older, and I'm just not gonna have any fun anymore, and it's just like, what am I gonna do? Go to work, come home, and sleep, like.
Well, have you seen the people, like the nomads of Antarctica and stuff, and how they survive? It's insane. So like the reason I bring this up is because there are people that are in their 70s and 80s and will go like spearfishing, and it's just because they keep active for so long and keep their bodies in shape that they're able to survive so long. Like Western culture, we're all fat, so it's like when we get old, we're like, we'll just eat and die. I'm ready.
Well, it's something I hate like more than a lot. Maybe anything is boredom. I hate being bored. I don't like I need to be entertained, and so like just the fear is like I'm gonna go to a job that I hate, and come home and it's just like I'm waiting to do the day all over again.
Oh yeah,
like when I get older. So
don't want that.
Yeah, but hopefully I can just it's your own life, so just make it not that way. Try to enjoy your life as much as you can. Like my grandfather, I admire him for this. He's 78, but like you wouldn't think it.
Oh, okay.
Like he lives a life of a younger, not my age, but like a younger person. Like
okay. That's cool though.
Yeah, and like to him, I guess like age is just a number, a number to him. Yeah. Like he doesn't, like this is kind of funny. Someone asked him before, maybe not asked him. I've heard him say before, like women my age they're not pretty. They just look old, like the same age as him.
That's funny.
And he always just makes sure that. I don't know. He's never bored. He's always being active, and he always wants to do stuff. He still works.
Yeah. Like
3 days a week. So he's got 4 days off and 3 days he works.
My buddy said something very profound once, and he said, I will die. There's a copyright strike. That's good old Christopher calling us there. But yeah, he just said, I will die. That's it. That was the end of that. I'm just kidding. No, he said, I will die with an unfinished project.
Oh.
And that was like a really, really big thing for me, because I think that kind of comes to show that so long as you always have goals, I don't think you'll get bored. Just like keep a project on the table,
Yeah.
Okay, so this is really interesting. I found this on a TikTok, and I looked it up, and this is real. Okay. There is this thing on Minecraft. All right, called the Uncensored Library. Okay.
All right.
It is a downloadable map in Minecraft, which is full of uncensored journals, articles, and information about censored worldwide matters. Since Minecraft is accessible worldwide, people in countries who experience censorship can read uncensored material safely. Different rooms exist specifically for different countries and information about matters relating to their country. So say if someone, now I don't know if this is actually real because I doubt it, but like if North Korea, right? You know how they have all this propaganda and like crazy stuff that goes on there. If they get on this Minecraft server and go to the Library of Alexandria, as they call it, they could go and look up real world matters that people have copied down onto a book in the Minecraft game.
Like what's going on in their country?
Yeah, it's like for instance, Daily Mail, if they post something. I just thought that was so cool, like an interesting concept for people who aren't able to have access to censored content.
So it's nothing the creators of Minecraft are doing. It's what
like
consumers of Minecraft.
Yeah, it's like a server on a world.
Wow.
And people can join it whenever they want and just go to the literal like Minecraft library, and they can look at like journals or articles that people have copied and pasted into these books, which I thought was fascinating. Could you imagine that?
That's pretty crazy.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. So like, explain that to a 5-year-old.
What? Okay, I can do this. So Kim Jong-un bad, and Kim Jong-un no let people see things. So people Minecraft to see things because of Kim Jong-un.
That just made me more confused.
I know. You're welcome.
How do you think people will look at us Americans?
Oh gosh, I think most of the world thinks we're stupid.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, we in a lot of ways kind of are. I mean, I don't know. I don't
Well,
think
maybe you, but
I'm. Don't get me wrong. In a sense, I'm patriotic, I guess you could say, but
Democratic.
I'm not gonna say, but I think that I don't think that we're like the greatest country in the world.
No, definitely not.
No, like we're so low on so many things. Like I think there's a lot of basic things that we need to change, and
Not
our
low
system.
on gas prices, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that our system used to work so well, but because of the nature of capitalism, there were people that took advantage of the system, and now we just need to reset some stuff or change some stuff. And I don't necessarily have all the answers as to what that is or what that looks like, but I just don't think the system's working the same as it used to. Because, I mean, think about it. Naturally, capitalism, I think, is amazing, but I don't think it's like people are going to take advantage of it, period, no matter who you are or where you are, you know?
It's pretty sad that we had to take all of our food from other countries.
What do you mean?
Like, we hardly have any American food. Like, burgers, some people think that's German.
What?
Yeah, that comes from Germany.
Oh.
So do fries.
We make cookies and potato chips.
I guarantee you, like, stuff like that comes from other places.
No, French fries. We made French fries.
I'm pretty sure that's German.
No. French fries was made in Texas, I think.
Maybe they were.
Or maybe I'm thinking of potato chips.
I don't have my
I don't know.
Chris, you're behind the camera. Can
Hi,
you give
Chris.
me my laptop? It's
one of the
in
potatoes.
the bag, the smaller black bag. Thank you, sir. Yeah,
Gracias.
that's it. Yeah, Chris. Maybe Chris should be our Noah. We need a Noah replacement still.
Yeah. Oh, God, I miss that guy.
But no, you got like, let's see, pizza, Italian, spaghetti, Italian, burgers, German, tacos, Mexican. All these like favorite foods in America, they didn't come from America. We copied.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because that's who we are.
We're the melting pot.
We're idiots.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like original American foods, and it's hard to say. Maybe milkshakes? I don't know.
Maybe. Just really fattening stuff.
Or we could just look up what American foods
They
are.
came from Belgium.
Came from
fries,
Belgium?
French fries came from Belgium.
course
Give
they
me
did.
something. Give me some type of food.
Okay,
I'll just look it up.
milkshake. Let's do milkshake
All right.
because I would love to know that came from America.
I did.
Look at that. Yeah. Swish.
Yeah, that's become our thing now. Milkshakes originated in the U.S. around the turn of the 20th century. So, yeah, that's one. There's one thing. Just really fatty stuff, like Twinkies. Watch this.
Twinkies?
Yeah, I bet it came
Man.
from America.
I haven't had a Twinkie in H.
That's good. They're terrible for you. Illinois. Yeah, they're fat over there.
Yeah. Golly, I don't know. What about an omelet? I wonder where that's from.
Omelette.
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 I'm gonna let you look that up.
Ancient Persia.
Ancient
Ancient.
Persia? Is Persia still a country?
Is Persia? I don't know.
We're very educated here on the Awkward Tates podcast.
Well, we're from America, so. Persia is today the country of Iran.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, there was.
I've heard of Persia. I've heard they got people over there.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
What was I gonna say? Shoot, I had a thought.
Chris, what's a food? He's thinking. It's okay.
You got it.
You got it. Hot dogs?
No, they were made in Germany.
They were made in Germany too?
Yeah.
Dadgummit, those Germans.
I was gonna ask you this. You've obviously heard about all the alien stuff lately, right?
The what?
Like people have been seeing like UFOs like
No.
all over the place. You haven't
No.
heard about this?
Uh-uh.
Wow. UFOs. Yeah, there's
Interesting.
been like I've seen it all over social media and stuff. Like, this was just from February. All of this stuff. UFO sightings are up, but no proof of aliens yet. UFOs, airborne objects? Yeah, there was 4 recent ones.
Huh.
What
That's
was
interesting.
that? Oh, that's the Chinese thing, the balloon.
Oh, that was crazy.
Let's see here. I can't find it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on aliens? You think they're actually out there, or do you think it's just conspiracy stuff?
It's hard to say. I mean, there's 2 sides of it I could look at. So me being a God-loving man, I think that if God wanted there to be aliens, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But just because it says we're made in His image doesn't mean other things weren't.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then the secular sides of me say, heck yes.
Yeah.
There's got to be, like, somewhere.
I mean, why not?
I don't know. Like, yeah.
I don't see a reason why there wouldn't be other life anywhere else.
But them having the technology to reach this far is hard to say. Because, like, I think the general consensus for space travel is that anything that we have on Earth hasn't been made yet, because there's nothing that could propel us that far and sustain for that long.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you heard about the Logan Paul UFO thing?
What are you talking
Recently on Joe Rogan's podcast, he had this guy on. I don't know who it was, but
was it Logan Paul?
no, it may have been some government person. I don't know who it was, but
Okay.
I've seen a lot of clips of it, and this guy was saying, he was like, Logan Paul basically has proof that there was a UFO or something extraterrestrial, and he's like, Logan Paul, if Logan Paul could at any moment choose to put that out and the world would like see, like, he was like this government person, apparently he knows. And so on Logan Paul's podcast, not long after that, like, his buddies were talking to him about it, and he was just like, he wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, I think I saw something about that. I don't know. I mean, it seems kind of fishy to me that it's Logan Paul of all people.
Yeah,
you know?
But then you have this other guy on Joe Rogan's podcast. He said it before Logan Paul even said anything, and then Logan reacted to that.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't Logan Paul just making something. It was this person on Joe Rogan's podcast. I don't know who it was, but let's see here.
That'd be so funny if this was all just an ad for Prime.
Yeah. yeah.
It's like an alien giving.
Which, by the way,
Prime.
Drink Prime. It's not even a sponsor.
We're not even sponsored, but we love Prime. I still haven't tried the ice pop. I want to.
That was good.
Yeah.
Let's see. James Fox was the guest on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Oh, is that the conspiracy theorist guy that goes on there?
James Fox told Joe Rogan earlier this month that he used a hidden camera to record the TV screen while being shown Chuck Clark's video. I don't know what that means.
Is there a video under there?
Paul said he was reluctant to release the video himself, but wanted to show it to Bob Lazar, a controversial figure who claims to have worked on reverse engineering UFO technology for the U.S. government in the 1980s.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's real. Like, I want to see this. Like there's a bunch of things we don't know that have gone on over the years, but it's too fishy not to hope that it's real.
I mean, yeah, sure. It's always fascinating to think about what could be out there, and of course I hope that there's something cool out there, but if there really is, I don't know. Like, do you know the rule about advanced technology and in neighboring tribes and stuff?
You have to use gloves, right?
No, it's like, okay, so say I think it's funny. I think there was like this thing on Star Trek that talked about it, but say if you were able to space travel, right, and you came upon a species that was still developing, that was still in its, say, Stone Age phase.
Okay.
you wouldn't want to introduce technology into their society because they would be too shell-shocked and unable to comprehend or understand what to do with it. So you have to let them get there and process everything they need on their own until they're ready to receive that kind of technology. It's all about how development works in society and stuff. And I don't know. I always thought that was interesting. Also, why are we looking at a video of a horse?
I don't know.
eating
It was
hair?
just kind of on there. So the guy that was on Joe Rogan's podcast, his name is
James Fox.
James Fox. Apparently, he's a UFO documentary filmmaker.
Yeah.
And Fox basically said Logan Paul was trying to buy some footage off of Chuck Clark, whoever that is. It says here, Logan Paul confirms Fox's claim that while he was unsuccessfully trying to buy the footage from the bottom man Chuck Clark for $100,000, he used a hidden camera to record the TV screen after asking to watch the video. And Logan Paul said, "What do you want from me, bro? I'm a sneaky little choice word." Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then Logan Paul said, "I offered him $100,000, and let me tell you, he should have taken the money because I got the footage anyway." So there's no way he can't get in trouble for that.
I don't know. It's hard to say because like filming laws in different states are different.
Yeah.
Because like if one person knows in a room, then it's fine. If two or some states, it's like two people in a room have to know. You know. But
also something I really hope is true is there's not many conspiracies that I really actually believe.
Sure.
But Michael Jackson being alive is one of them.
No. There is no way that you actually believe that.
There's so much proof, dude. There's so much proof.
You just shocked me.
What would really help is if I could just like put video, like all the videos I've seen, but I can't really do that. So I'll try to just look something up so you can. I'll show you videos later. There's so much proof.
I don't know, man.
And then people think that Elvis is alive. I don't believe that one. There's not enough for that. Michael Jackson alive. I mean,
why? Well, okay, so why would he do that?
Oh, the main reason was something having to do with financial stuff. But I can't remember exactly what it was. There was some financial thing he was having to deal with.
Towards the end of his career?
Towards the end of his life.
Did he die in 04 or 08?
08.
08?
Yeah. Yeah, he had extreme debt. That's what it was. When he died, Jackson was between $400 and $500 million in debt.
How did he do that?
I don't know. So that would explain, like, it would be easier for him to be dead than to deal with that. Deal. Let's see. In debt before he died. Yeah.
He's Michael Jackson, though. He could have made that back.
It started in 94 with $30 million owed, but when he died, it was between $400 and $500 million.
Dang.
But like, there's video. Interesting. That's a weird picture. There's a video, and it's hard to tell whether this is true or not, but the ambulance that picked him up from his place, there's a picture of that when it picked him up, and there's a video of that same ambulance the same night not going to the hospital, going somewhere else, and they opened the back of the ambulance, and there was this person with a black, like, cloth thing over them, and like someone else, like, hand behind his back, like looking around, putting someone into this building. But it's the same, like, license plate number and whatever else. It's the same night. So what the crap?
I don't know, dude. I mean, maybe. I mean, I believe that wealthy and powerful people have the means to do a lot of things that the public doesn't know about, but faking your death, I doubt it. But maybe.
I mean, like I said, I don't believe a lot of this stuff, but I've seen. Oh, here's a good one. What's his name?
Oh, Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
So Michael Jackson has this friend.
Mm-hmm.
Friend.
Air quote. Okay.
Where is he? Oh, what's his name? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Friend.
Barney.
Barney. Could be the guy from Home Alone.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Macaulay Culkin.
What is his name?
Oh my gosh.
Friend burn, because he got
What?
burn victim.
What?
He was a burn
You
victim.
did not look that up. Your search history, I swear. UFO sightings. Michael Jackson's
Got it.
alive.
This is his, all right. This is his name. I'm not kidding.
Uh-huh.
This friend of his name is Dave. Okay? His name is Dave. He was a burn victim. He started going on all these interviews talking about Michael Jackson after he died. Okay? So I'll show you some images here of Dave. There's a good one. That's Dave.
Goodness.
Michael Jackson's long life friend. Yeah, that's Dave. So the theory,
Poor guy.
so you just see him.
Yep.
Michael Jackson, when he would go out into the public, he was known to be in disguise so people wouldn't see him, obviously. And it's really, like the stuff he would put on, like masks and stuff, was really convincing. It literally made him look like there's no way you would have known it was him. Disguises. How do you spell disguises? There we go, got it. Close enough. Let's see here.
Whoa.
That's him. That's him.
That's crazy.
So he put on. Oh, that's him.
What?
That's him. I'm gonna save some of these pictures, Leighton, when you're editing this. I want you to put them in here. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Here's one. That's a good one. That is Michael Jackson.
No, that is not Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's Michael. Look,
that is not Michael
it's
Jackson.
showing the steps to them putting it on. He did not want to be recognized in public, so he got people to really disguise him. That's Michael Jackson. You can kind of tell the eyes. What I want you to look at is look at this man right here. The eyes, the facial structure, whatever.
That is
Not Devu.
Devu.
I'm gonna look up Dave again. Let's see, where's a good one? I guess I'll just do this one. I'll try to zoom in on him.
I mean, I don't know.
Does that not look similar? The glasses too.
I mean,
You're
I'll
looking
admit
at him.
that's some insane makeup. Sure, I'll admit
Yeah.
it. But wow.
I don't know. I don't believe a lot of them. I believe this one. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying there's a possibility.
Wow. That was quite the rabbit hole. You got me interested, but I think the chances are very slim.
If you're listening, just watch some videos about it. Look it up. Do your own research. I think to me it's pretty convincing. There's a lot of proof that it could be. He could be alive. I mean, he would only be in his 60s. It's not like he's ancient either. But yeah, Dave, Michael Jackson, Leighton. I'm gonna send you some pictures to put in here.
Wait, he wouldn't be in his 60s. He'd be like in his
He died when he
50s.
was 50.
Did he?
50 something.
Oh,
Yeah. He might be
interesting.
70. I don't think he'd be 70. How old would Michael Jackson be in 2023? Well, he died. Yeah, he died when he was 50.
Okay, so that would mean that he's
60.
65 if he was still alive.
Yeah, he'd be 65.
Wow.
Yeah, he could very much be alive. But anyway,
Well,
yeah, rabbit hole.
Form your own opinion. Tell Shmev he's crazy.
Chris,
but-
what do you think? Just yes or
Yeah.
no. Do you think he could be alive?
He's thinking
He didn't say no.
He says,
He's thinking
yeah, see, he's got a head on him. I don't
He
know.
could be. The debt the disguises he had, the fact that there's video of his ambulance not going straight to the hospital. Dave. What a fake name. I don't know. I'm not 100% on it. I think it could be real, though.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy, man. I think maybe, but a very small maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe Michael Jackson's
what we know
an
for
alien.
certain, though, is you're bald.
Right. That's,
Yeah.
sad. That's what made me sad, by the way. You asked earlier. That's
what made you
sad.
cry?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it. That was just me and Zach. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Probably not, but hope so, because the other guys decided to bail on us. So next episode, the other guys still won't be here, but me and Zach will, and so will Chris. And we might have a little bit of a sports discussion. So if that's for you, come back. If that's not for you, come back and just see if you like it. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
We've never really done that on here, so we're gonna take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
And appreciate you guys. Thank you. And thanks for joining us for a session of awkwardness.